guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am building a 2-bedroom family house in the world of Willow Creek and it comes in at around 95,000 simoleons. This home could really easily be turned into a 3-bedroom house because it does have a separate office that I thought about having as a 3rd bedroom at first, but I decided against it, so there could be a dedicated downstairs office room, whereas there's more of a studio in the upstairs portion of this house. So the really exciting thing about this is that it's a base game house. I've gotten a ton of comments lately that a lot of my builds have most of the packs being used in them, like a ton of them. You guys can't download them, and I completely understand that. I tried to do some limited pack builds in base game houses from time to time. I think I do them fairly regularly, especially base game houses, so that's what we're doing here today. And I thought it was kind of funny that I got a comment that was like, base game only challenge, and I was like, I don't think it's too much of a challenge. I actually really enjoy doing base game houses, so hopefully you guys do like this one. But yeah, I most of the time try to just like have fun with what I have, which happens to be all of the packs currently, and not limit myself because I like to be as creative as possible in the game, but sometimes the limitations I feel like help me be a little bit more creative. So yeah, this is the house that we're building. I kind of wanted it to just be like a cozy family home. It takes on a little bit more of a farmhouse style, which I really enjoy. So hopefully you guys like that too. And all the windows upstairs are two actually accessible rooms, with the exception of the one all the way to the left in the front, that little tiny bump out. That one's just decorative, but the other ones you can access, and the roofing on this took a while. So I do cut out a lot of roofing and well, my mistakes in the roofing. You're gonna see the process of it actually working, but all of the fiddling around, some of that has been cut out. And then I also did not include the upstairs bathroom. There are 2 bathrooms in this house, but one of them is a half bath, or a bathroom that doesn't have a shower or a bath. It's just a toilet and a sink. I realized that I've gotten some comments in the past that some people don't know what a half bath is, but that's what that is. It's just not a place to bathe. It's only a place to use the toilet. So anyway, the outside of this is coming together pretty quickly here. I did try so many color schemes for this before I landed on this more neutral color scheme that I really like. And all I wanted out of this build was to be able to use that open window up top. And I really like how that came out. And it was nice to be able to use some windows that weren't entirely white. So I have some that are a dark brown or have dark brown accents. And that was just really nice because I really struggle to not just go to default white windows, white door, white everything when it comes to the like windows and doors, because they just match everything, which is really nice. So, you know, it was a good change of pace, I think. But here we are just placing some more windows around the back of the house. The ones on the back have more shutters. And I do rearrange some windows once we get to the floor plan a little bit later, but we're going to start on the landscaping here first. I have some large flower beds in the front, which I actually don't fill with flowers. They're more bushes. There are some dark purple flowers, but I keep it mostly greenery, and I quite like that. I don't like adding a ton of flowers in my houses, like on the outside. I do add a ton of plants, but flowers are not usually one of the things that I'm excited to add more of. It's just a personal preference, I suppose. Maybe I should do like an overgrown flowers. I combined overgrown and flowers. Overgrown flowers house at some point. Actually, speaking of which, as everyone's home right now, and it's been a really long time since I did one, I was wondering if you guys would be interested in a Let's Build. If you're not sure what that is, it's basically like a Let's Play, but we're doing a build. So I will talk through a build as I'm doing it in real time and upload part of it as far as I got, and then you guys can give feedback and then we continue that build. It'll be like at least 2 parts, but like 2 to 4 parts. And if you are interested in that idea, please let me know some suggestions of what you think we should build. If you're interested in that, maybe we can do that sometime soon. I'd be very open to that concept because we've only done one, I think. And it was last year sometime we did an A-frame house, and that was really fun. So let me know what you guys think about that. It's kind of like live streaming without live streaming. You get to give feedback on the house, and I think it's always really interesting to see all of the different things you guys come up with because you guys are really creative. and it really blows me away. But here we are finally working on the inside floor plan of this house, placing the stairs and realizing how weird shaped the upstairs is. I do think it worked out really well though, because I did turn this into more of an artist studio on the top floor. So that long hallway is a good place to hang up some of the different art pieces your sim might have painted. I just hung up some art that's from the Build Buy catalog, but it'd be a great place to replace, those pieces with actual paintings. Some of the things your sims can paint in game are really, really pretty. And I wish I had the patience to have my sims do the artist career anymore. I feel like I used to do that all the time, but I'm just like, you paint the same thing like 800 times before you get some of the really cool stuff. So yeah, I also just haven't played the game that much in a while, and I keep saying I want to do that, but I just keep not doing it. I feel like I'm just a little bit too addicted to Animal Crossing right now. I think a lot of people can relate. And when I play the Sims, I just want to build. So that's what I've been doing. But here we are in the kitchen, once again, base game. So we're using these base game countertops. They are one of my favorites of the base game ones. I don't really like the other wood tone one. I like the industrial wood and metal one. I like this one. And then I like the bright colored ones. And then the really cheap counters, I have a love-hate relationship with, meaning I really like the black ones, but I don't like any of the other swatches on them. I think they are really awful, and I would love a swatch update on those particular counters, but I don't think we're ever going to get that. So, oops. I did struggle a little bit on how to make this kitchen look interesting. I've mentioned this before, but kitchens are my favorite rooms to build in the game, and I feel like this is the first time in a while I felt a little bit limited by base game when it came to building any particular room, but I think it came out all right in the end. I did use this side table as a little makeshift island in the middle of the room. It's a very small space, so I wanted to make the most of it, but also make it look a little bit more unique, and so that's what I did. I actually would love sometime soon to do another base game modern house. I've done a couple of them. I did one earlier this year, and then I think last year I did a base game modern tiny house. And I really like how that came out. And I actually would love some tiny house suggestions as well. So asking for all sorts of suggestions in this video. Let's build tiny houses. I don't think we're going to do a let's build of a tiny house. If we did, it would probably just be a one episode thing. So I would talk through my thought process as I was doing it. But anyway, all that feedback, I would love to have it. But we're finishing up the dining space here. It is right off of the kitchen. It's very simple. I didn't think this house needed a separate dining room. It's a very small space, and I imagine that you're probably just eating with the family. It's also just a large table for that space. You can fit 6 Sims there. And I did lay out this house imagining that you had 2 parents and 2 children that share a room. But then if you decide to turn that office that we have downstairs right next to this living room, which right now has a bed in it because I almost made it a bedroom, you could potentially have 5 Sims living in this house. And if you want to renovate upstairs, maybe you have 6. There could be a lot of Sims in this house, or company coming over, so I thought it was a good size dining space. But we're not in the dining space anymore, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. We're in the living room, and I think this room came out so cozy. The wallpaper I have behind the TV, which we used on the exterior as well, in the white swatch, is one of my favorite base game wallpapers. There's just something so cozy about it, and it's one I often forget exists, but when I remember, I get all sorts of excited because it's so pretty. I don't know if you guys relate to that wallpaper or not, but I think it's really pretty. But this room ends up, like I said, being pretty cozy. I love this green couch. This is probably my favorite base game couch. It only comes in 3 swatches, I think. This one, a cream color, and I don't remember what the other color is that it has. But I love this couch. I feel like it's very realistic. We've all seen that couch in real life, so I really like adding that to my builds. But here I am putting a little artsy corner, which I do get rid of later because I made the entire upstairs into an art studio, so it didn't make sense to have this downstairs anymore. I end up just filling in that wall with more of those cabinets for storage, which I think worked out well. And I end up adding so many of these bookcases. That one in the hallway we get rid of later because I end up adding another one, and there was just too many of the same bookcase in a small area, so I had to fix that. But we're in the downstairs bathroom right now. It's very, very simple, and the only bathroom I showed, this is the full bath, so it has the shower and tub combo down here and some green towels. I think it's pretty simple, but I liked it. And then the master bedroom is bright and sunny. I really enjoy the sunflower bed, and it's not one I use that often, but I really felt like the whole house was pretty neutral and cozy, and I wanted a little bit of bright sunshine in here. I could just imagine the sun shining in the morning and this room just looking so happy. What a great way to start the day. Ooh, before I forget, if you guys like this house and would like to download it, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information is also in the description down below, as well as a direct download link to the gallery website if it's easier for you to download it that way. Anyway, we're finishing up in here. It's pretty simple. I have a little bit of clutter on either bedside table, and then we have a really pretty dresser over here and that vase of the yellow flowers. I don't know what it is about that one, but I really like it. I feel like for a very long time I never used that flower because it's a very particular style, and then the base color is not that one. I think it's the pink flowers maybe, but I really like the yellow swatch of it, so I was happy to use that. I feel like it really fit the theme I was going for this house, which is slightly farmhouse inspired. It's not entirely because we are limited by base game, but I tried to have that style and just like mixed with like a cozy family house. So hopefully that did come through, but this is just the main hallway. We have some kids clutter, we have some sports stuff and a backpack, places to hang up your coats, check yourself in the mirror before you walk out. And then the back hallway, we just have a little workbench, and then we're gonna put this lovely chest out on the back porch. And then this is the office that I had mentioned before. It's pretty simple. It's just got like a computer, a bookcase, everything you would need. And this is the room that makes me delete some of the other bookcases in the house because I ended up adding the same bookcase in here, and I was like, okay, this is a little too much, isn't it? I can't have the same bookcase with the same decorations this many times. Like, twice is already pushing it, but 3 times was a bit much. But yeah, very, very simple. There's that bookcase. Yeah. So what I ended up doing in this hallway instead is adding some counters and a little sink. I imagine if you download this house and you have laundry day stuff and you would like to put laundry in the hallway, that would be a good space to put it. The stacked version right next to the sink, or get rid of both of the counters and put them next to each other right there. I thought that would be a really good spot for laundry, but this is the kids' room. I did imagine one of them was really into books and like Harry Potter or Henry Puffer, and the other one was more into sports, hence the sports equipment out by the front door, and they were siblings that shared a room, or maybe they're both into both things. I could totally see that. That would be kind of fun, but we also added a dollhouse in here. I wanted to make sure there was lots of activities. So this house, in addition to having like all the kids stuff and like the easel upstairs for the art space, we have the workbench, and I think we put an easel outside as well. I thought about adding a guitar, but I didn't in the end. But there's a bar upstairs as well. So there's a lot of skill building opportunities in this house, along with like the natural ones you get by having a kitchen so you can cook and things like that. So yeah, this is the art wall upstairs that I had mentioned I was going to add so that your Sims could hang up their artwork. And then we have a little desk over in the window with a laptop. I thought whether your Sims wanted to work as like what are the careers we got with the base game? There's like an artsy one, like a work from home, or I can't remember what it's called, but there's one on the computer that you can do, and so I put that over there. And then there's the bar over here that I had mentioned, just some clutter up above it to make the space look a little bit more lived in. You can kind of peek into the bathroom over there that I didn't record on camera. There will be screenshots at the end of all the rooms, even the bathroom I didn't show on camera. And then we're in the backyard. I made this pretty overgrown, just like the front yard, and then we're gonna have a barbecue, a place to eat, and a jungle gym. But we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'd love to have you join us, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Please leave comments down below on any suggestions you have based on the questions I asked earlier in this video, and enjoy the screenshots. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.